Women who are perpetually single not by choice. What is the reason? I'm batshit lol. I love your honesty. Gestures broadly. Lol, it's a mess out here. No, literally survival mode at this point. ATP, I'm learning the best way to keep surviving is by staying single. I just can't find the energy to do this getting to know game all over again and again and again. My profile pictures are recent and my profile text is clear. I state exactly what's important to me. Either men don't read it, or they read it and ignore it, or they lie in their own profile. It's been a stressful, disappointing, frustrating mess for years. I hope you meet someone who makes you feel excited to play the getting to know you game again soon. I'm ugly, but I don't like ugly men. I like ugly men. I also prefer short men. Alas, they are not willing to date someone unattractive, playing the game on difficult level. I can't find someone I like enough to get into a relationship with. Yeah, why is everyone so toxic? Haven't found anyone I'm attracted to, physically, mentally or otherwise. I kept getting told I'd be alone forever if I stayed that picky. Turns out, I'm totally cool with that. Same. You have to make being not single an improvement. I'm not one of those people who desperately wants a relationship just to be in a relationship. I enjoy being myself and being single. I'm good with it. If I don't like being with you more than I like being single, I'm staying single. No one wants to date me. Real talk. Dating RN is mostly people chasing aesthetics and hookups. Swipe, smash, ghost, repeat. Kinda exhausting, but at this point, expected. Low-key over it. Swipe, smash, ghost, repeat. Now that's something to frame and hang up on your wall. You're killing me. The timing was never right. I didn't find the right person. When I met good men who liked me, I didn't always feel the same at the time. I encountered some painful experiences while dating some men who weren't kind, and others who were good but wanted different things. I met both good and bad men while dating, but when there was mutual interest, our feelings or goals never aligned. Yeah, it takes a miracle or luck to find someone that meets all these criteria. It truly is a miracle for so many stars to align and factors to consider. Sheesh. Painfully closeted, waiting for my siblings to be married off so I can openly start living as a freaky lesbian. Same here, and hell yeah, sister. I want this so badly for the both of you. Sending good vibes. Your siblings find love and elope as soon as possible. Same here. Came out in 1987 and was lucky enough to live when the economy was such you could move away from your parents more easily. I don't know how younger LGBT folks do it if they don't have supportive families. I really think conservatives F the economy to keep women and gays in line. It's a nightmare. When I do finally move out, I would probably have to room with 3 other people because the rent in my city is ridiculous. Ugly, asexual, broke. The name of my autobiography, honestly lol. I don't leave the house and GL, so that's probably on me. Also, the men I like don't like me. I'm a very independent woman who doesn't want kids, isn't trying to settle down in one place for the rest of my life, refuses to accept the mediocre, and values true emotional connection. I find it extremely difficult to find someone who doesn't want kids at all. Then to find someone who is also looking to travel and move around cities every few is even harder. Then try adding on someone you're emotionally and physically attached to. Impossible it seems. I was that woman once. Found that person very unexpectedly and traveled a lot. Lasted 20 years. No regrets. It will happen for you too. Really? Lucky you. Thank you. I have had a very good life. Not easy, but exciting and good. Wishing it for all of you. I think I attract very shy or depressed men, and I can't handle depressed. I know 3 people who died by suicide, and I'm just really afraid of coming home to a suicide. The normal people just don't like me. The normal guy's rejection started as you are too smart to you are too old over the years. And I've kind of given up and don't think I can attract anyone anymore. Play in a male dominated sport. Semi-ugly. Fearful avoidant. Generally tired all the time. Tired I get. But playing in a male dominant sport. I have seen guys who are really into women out there playing rough. I would not describe the women in those relationships as semi-ugly, but definitely not preoccupied with their appearance. Very plain. Not the least bit leaning toward cultural norm for femininity. There is definition guys out there who would be very into you. I hope they find me soon. Can't find anyone appealing. It's not that I have super high standards. But even then, it's very difficult. I also have depression, so I get myself into a funk. It seems hopeless. Could you be demisexual? Where you need to get to know the person before you become attracted to them. That's kind of how I am. Yeah. You clocked me. I think I put more focusing into working and making money and trying not to starve to death. I also need intense therapy because it seemed like every time things are going well and I was ready to date, some type of tragedy would drop in my life and I would just put it off. That timing thing is rough. I get that. I'm unattractive. It's literally that simple. I got a reply from someone going, "You can date unattractive men though." Seems to be deleted now. Maybe they gave it some thought. But no. That's just it. I can't. Because they refuse to date unattractive women. What I can date are the intellectually unfortunate, the addicts, the self-loathers, and the abusers. But, like, why? So I guess a better answer might be, because I don't hate myself, and refuse to be with someone who wouldn't actually want me, but just settle, because they're desperate. I got a double chin. Girl. Double chin plus small booty equals single for life. It's quite terrible really, and reasons I should just give up altogether. After years of struggling to find true love, I thought I had finally found it, and my dreams were going to come true. Insane connection. Professing our love to one another every day made me feel beautiful / loved / chosen. Making future plans. Even calling me his future wife. Until I found out he was married with 3 kids. Like, how can you be both? The lies he had to tell every day to keep up with his fantasy life was just insane and sure exhausting. Never in a million years did I think he was that kind of guy. Makes me genuinely sick. Wow. That is absolutely terrible. I'm so sorry you went through that, and cannot imagine how blindsided you must feel. I was very blindsided. Especially because he was the one who always was saying things like him his soulmate. I saved him. I never have to worry about him leaving, because there's no one else for him. He never truly loved anyone until me, including his wife. 5 minutes before he blocked me and changed his number, he was calling me his future wife and soulmate. Lol. Were there any signs? Truly awful. I'm so. Or do you went through this? Now that I found out the truth. Not from him, but from his coworkers. There were absolutely signs, but I didn't even think he would do something like that, so I didn't connect the dots. I also found out he lied about what he did for work, his last name, and how many children he had. Like, why tell me you have 1 child when you actually have 3? I'll never be able to wrap my head around all the lies he told, especially after love bombing me every day. Every time I'm attracted to a man, the feeling is not reciprocated. And no man has expressed interest in me, requited or otherwise, in quite some time. Same here. I just can't be bothered. I got too comfortable, but I've always been hyper independent, even as a kid. I've spent my 40s working on me after a huge life crash out. It's been 12 years since I called my wedding off, and while it'd be nice to meet someone, I'm traveling through SEHRN, so have no interest. Maybe I'll hit the 15-year mark and drop the gavel, but until then, the men I like ghost me. This too. I think I choose emotionally unavailable men who only know fight or flight. Brother, if I knew, it wouldn't be not by choice. I work all week and have a good social life and 2 adorable dogs. To use one of my few free nights a week for a first date, which requires putting on jeans, which I hate, and putting on makeup and all the stress and uncomfortableness which has historically led to very little. It just is a lot. I know I will have a lovely time at home with a glass of wine with my dogs vs there being a small chance I have a good time and finally meet my person on a date. Also, I don't want to birth babies and have it clear on my profile that I don't want kids. But men wanting me to birth their babies keep swiping, which just annoys me and turns me off the apps more. It drives me crazy when guys who clearly are not looking for me match and message. I once had someone who definitely wanted a trad wife / baby factory message me. I'm a Jewish socialist democrat bisexual who doesn't want kids. I'm probably on the ace spectrum. I'm not an accessible nor social person. Mental health issues and honestly high standards. So yeah, that felt. Being ace makes dating seem impossible when sex is a major role in relationships. Isn't deep connection, mutual caring and understanding etc. the main part? Sex is fun, but secondary. No, I'm not ace. Close bracket. That's what you'd hope, but I've seen quite a lot of stories about people leaving via partner, even if they are married and claim to love them, over not having sex or not having enough. Apparently it's a big deal breaker for some reason. I'm not a great person, but I'm trying. I keep aspirational people in my head and imitate them if I'm not sure what the right choice is. It helps a lot. Eventually, it's just you. Have you spoken to a man recently? It's that. I literally do not know. I'm 24 and never had a BF. I dated one guy for 2 months in 2023 and that's been it. I've been complimented consistently in life, so I don't think I'm ugly. Pretty nice figure. Jesus, I hope I don't sound vain. Good friendships. Decent personality / character. So I really don't know. Not having dated more than one person at 24 is not that uncommon. At least it wasn't when I was that age. Yes, there's a book, The Sex Myth, where the author finds that most people don't actually have a lot of partners and a lot don't have any for long periods of time.